After multiple large fires burned thousands of acres of Nebraska farmland, some ranchers may have tough decisions. Channel 8's Rebecca Heckel reports on how these fires will impact the growing season.
Yeah, Jatine, much of Nebraska is still in severe drought, and you couple that with high winds and wildfires have been running rampant throughout the state recently. And while cropland may not be a total loss, pastures for feeding livestock have been disappearing almost overnight. Over 100,000 acres of Nebraska farmland burned in April due to extreme heat and high winds, making growing season difficult for some farmers. Cropland that's been burned by a fire isn't a total loss, but farmers would have to take several steps to re-till the land and add nutrients back into the topsoil.
I wouldn't say it'd be weeks of work. It might be a couple days to a week, just in preparation, depending on how much ground they actually lost in the fires.
This time of year is the best time for wildfires from a crop grower's perspective, as we're in the early stages of planting season, so nothing has started growing that could be burned. Ranchers, however, could see detrimental impacts if a fire hit their pasture, as feed for livestock often takes months to grow back.
You're seeing some guys starting to eliminate their herd and selling them out just because for the fact they don't have the pastures anymore. And, the cows were on corn stalks during the winter. Well, now it's farming season, so they got to pull them off and they don't have anywhere to go. So the only resource is to sell them, unfortunately.
If there isn't enough land to feed livestock, Graham says consumers could see a price increase on beef in the coming years.
Pastures, it's bad. It's really bad.
And Governor Jim Pillen declared a state of emergency due to the wildfires and issued an order banning all open burns in the state until Sunday, April 16th. And though the ban ends tonight, there are still several fire weather warnings in effect throughout the state.